Hey everyone, it's Tiffany from Let's Get Scrappy, and I have a craft with me session ready to go. You guys asked for me to show how I do the flowers. I will try to remember also, because I think I've done 2 other Scrap Diva flower tutorials, just because I love her flower dies so much. They're my go-to, and I don't do anything special. This is just how I do it. There's several different ways that people make flowers. This one now that I used on the jelly tote, the fall jelly tote, right now is just like my favorite. I'm just loving this. And again, I use the flowers for any time of the year that I want because they're my flowers. So I use poinsettias in October. I don't care. I just use whatever flowers. And I don't know what color they're supposed to be. I use whatever color I need for my project. So we're going to put some of these together, and then I'll just, as we're crafting along, give you guys some different, ideas and suggestions. I am loving using this gold leaf pen. I've been doing it for a really long time, but I don't know why. I love it so much, having a little bling on there. So it's right here. I do get this from Country Craft Creations, which I will link this below as well. I have the silver and I have the rose gold. I just was testing out the rose gold one. I don't know if you guys can actually see that. If it's coming up well, let me put it next to like a gold. Can you guys see the difference? It's just sometimes fun just to play, but oh my gosh. And I was just like putting these on here. I was like, oh my goodness, for like a wedding album. Or I just think it's so pretty. And then I went crazy and I was like, okay, well, I have scraps of gold glitter. What would a gold flower? I use usually I use the gold glitter and foil for my leaves. And then my flowers are my scrap cardstock. So all that you guys are seeing here, what we're going to play with, is from my scrap little bags that I have by color. That's how I use it up, either for tags or doilies, flowers. I just figure out, I just grab my scraps and just, just see what I can make with it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Just putting some of these together. So I'm going to set this over here. The flower that we are using today is the Edged Flower. I think that's the name of it. Yes. Edge Flower Die set. I tried to keep mine together. One of them broke apart, but I don't like having to deal with a whole bunch of little singles, so I try to keep mine together as much as possible. On this, I did talk about, again, it's kind of dark right here. Geesh. Why is it gonna be so dark? These leaves I used from here. This is the leaves bundle, and these are just some of my other flower dies that I love. I have the poinsettias. These are the minis. I don't think this is on here because these were one of her first ones, but these are the mini flowers that she sells out all the time. But I have the poinsettias on a tray because I'm doing something else with those right now. Those are my all-time fave. I use those for everything. One, because they're little and dainty and they're so stinking cute. Those are my fave. I haven't used these. I got these, I don't know, are these last year's? I don't know. But the fringe style flowers, I might try those soon. And then of course, I'll be using these during the holiday, the poinsettias. I don't know if these are called poinsettias, so don't quote me on that. But I will find them and link them in the description box below. But these are just my go-to. I have several other. I have a section of just Scrap Diva dies because I just love her dies. There you go. There you go. Okay, so I have the camera really low, so hopefully you guys will be able to see okay. So I've already just punched out some petals. And like I said, this is just a relaxing time. You guys wanted this. There's nothing special to it. But, this is what I like about doing my own flowers, is I just grab some scraps. Like for this, I grabbed because I'm hoping within the week. I don't know, I have so many projects lined up. Within the week, I'll be able to play with my Prima Magic Spells. Is that what's called? Magic Spells collection. So I made these to go with it, but obviously it's a lavender. Then I took my black Winka Stella pin, but it came out gray and I liked it. So I just kind of like did the tips with the gray. And then on top of that, I did the rose gold foil. So I don't know what shows on the camera, but I was just playing. And then I wanted to use up some of my bling, my enamel dots, etc. But as you guys can see with this one, I just punched out some holes. That's all I did. I punched out some holes of my scrap glitter and just made a center like that. These are rhinestones. This is a Say It in Crystal Jimmy. This is a flat back pearl. I'm not going to break it out right now because I have shown them, but I have my Dollar Tree little balls, foam balls, which this is the time to get them if you don't have them. I have those that you can put in the center. You can drop a bead of glue and you can do glitter on top of that. You could do the little micro beads. I can't think of what they're called, but you could just have fun with your centers. Just saying, you could have fun. Okay, so we're just gonna play. So you guys will obviously be able to see all these I did ink. And I was kind of thinking, because I'm doing a craft fair, like a holiday craft fair for the first time ever, and I thought that would be kind of cool to test out making flowers, putting them, you know, in cute packaging, Christmas packaging. But that would be a cute gift for someone who's a crafter. So I was thinking I would do like something, you know, like 9 flowers, 3 different sizes. So I have to make 2 more that will fit that. But I thought that would be kind of cute. You guys tell me, has anyone done that before? Does it even sell? I don't know. And I'm not doing a fancy craft fair. It's at a school where my kids' old middle school. And these are different colors. They've been doing it for, I think this is their 22nd or 23rd year doing it. So I thought I'd try. There was some big ones, like there's one, if you live in Washington, you know, the Tacoma Dome, like the big holiday. It was like $1,000 to, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, I'm trying to just, could I just make $100? I'm not gonna spend $1,000. So at least this place, I think I had to pay $50, I think, for the table. So we'll see. And of course I'll show you guys my little setup and everything. But I thought that would be cute to have maybe some embellishment little things packed up for, you know, the actual crafter. You would have to tell people, you know, what it's for if they don't know. But yeah. Okay, so all I do, I die cut a ton of flowers. I just keep going. Then I put them like by size so I know. Now, let me just show you guys again. Okay, so this one here, I did 2 big, the medium, and then the small. This one is 2 of the medium and 1 small. Then this one is just 3 of the smalls. So I just was playing around. I tried 2. I didn't like 2, even though it would still work. 1 can work on a project. I liked it, and I liked mine fluffy. Mine are poof poofs. You don't have to make them poofy. You can make them flat. You can curve them so they go the other way versus up, which is what we're gonna do. You don't have to have all the fancy tools, all that good stuff. So I just like to kind of do, you know, a little repetitive assembly line type of situation. And we'll see if I can, I don't know if I have enough of these. This is this big one. This one has like a little pink mark. It came from my like pokey tool is bleeding, but it'll be covered up. Is this the same size or is this smaller? Yep, same size. Do I have 1 more? I just need 1 more to finish that off. Is that the same? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we have the 2. like this. I know I was saying something and now I totally forgot, but that's okay. So here is our medium and a medium and then a small. This way I lay them out and it's just easier for me to do that because then I won't mess up and grab the wrong one, you know, or like if you had a whole bunch, you have it all organized. So then my others that are up here, I'm just gonna kind of get all my littles together, my mediums. I have one big one left. There we go. And then we just start gluing. You could do hot glue. I just do art glitter glue, but you do need to wait to let it like set a little bit. Especially on this, on this glitter one, you have to wait before you even touch these petals because it will just come right up. So just putting a bead of glue on there. And off-centering the petals. I've seen before where, I'm going to use my pokey tool because my nails are too fat, where people have not off-centered and that looks cute too. Again, it's just, you know, just roll with it. I probably should have put that one on the bottom, but that's okay. It'll still be fine, and if not, I don't have to use it. Let's see if we'll be able to cover that up. Yeah, it'll be fine. And in my other flower videos, I have also shown how I've inked the flowers before. So on this one, I actually did ink the pink just down in the center, and then a little bit of like, what is it, antique? Is it antique linen from Tim Holtz Distress Ink? Just a little bit, but you could ink these all up. I am just grabbing the wrong things, aren't I? See how I just started doing that? Let me get the rest of these on here before it dries. We'll come back to that. Because I'm not paying attention right now in my, I said ink, my glue is going to dry. So these are medium petals here. And even though I had videos before, right now I'm just a guest designer for Scrap Diva. So I have lots of videos where I've shown using her dies before just because, you know, we like to share in the crafting community. But now I have a nice little code for you to be able to use for future purchases that you can get 10% off. Plus, you know, it helps me out. Okay, so we're just gonna wait a minute, let those set. Then let's see what we have left. So for our medium flower, we did two, I think we did, yeah, 2 of those. Set that aside because you could always cut more. So I'm gonna set that aside. So this is our 2 mediums. I'm going to set those. I won't have enough to do like the little ones, but I do need one more. Hold on, I need one more little. So we're going to do 1 medium because I want to complete that one set. I'm just going to test that out this week and package it up and just see if it actually looks cute. And why not? I mean, we all have that scrap paper. And I think I said in the, you know, showing this one, sorry, there's a lot of shadows going on here. Maybe I need to come up a little bit, just a little bit. There we go. That, I forgot what I was going to say. It was so important, I forgot. Oh my gosh, what was it? I don't remember. I'm telling you guys, 50 hits a little different. It hits a little different. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so we got those. Now I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna get my red together. Those should be set, but We're just gonna wait a second. Okay. I mean, this is just how easy it is. And it's just, like I said, it's so relaxing. Sometimes you just need the in-between projects to just be a little chill. That's all. And there is some embossing on this, but I do have a thicker cardstock, so you can't see as well as you might on some other cardstock. But I'll just say, you guys have to have some flower dies in your stash. Especially, okay, I know it's an investment, but that's just it. It's an investment. If you don't have a ton of crafting money, which everyone understands that, make your own, but you do need to invest in some good quality dies, which that's what, you know, this is. And I would just get one staple if you can, and then add on to where you have like your holiday ones, like a poinsettia, or, you know, or if you craft mostly Christmas, then I would do my poinsettia first. Whichever one is your staple, I would do that first. And then add on like a couple different leaves. Again, I love her leaves because you get both sides. You know, if they're going up, you get to have them both going up, versus sometimes I have to flip it and then the embossed part is backward. It's just, I've done it, but I hate it. So you do need some good, especially if you're new to scrapbooking, you need some good flower dies in your stash. You always can just do white cardstock and color them, ink them, stamp on them, all that good stuff. So it doesn't have to be like I'm doing right now with some colored cardstock. But again, these are scraps, scrappy scraps. You could like cut these up, give them to the schools so they can just, you know, the kids can make their own flowers, especially around Mother's Day. But, you know, you just gotta have fun with it. Okay, so I think that's all we have for the big. So I'm gonna do 2 and 2 like this. We're down here. And we're just gonna get to gluing. And just put that on there. And again, you can get the fancy tools if you want to. But I'm telling you, you don't need them. You guys are gonna see. I go to and I have all the tools. I have all the tools. Because I have problems and I have to have all the tools. But you don't need any of them, because my go-to, like to shape my leaves, is a pair of tweezers that are my craft room tweezers. Maybe every once in a while I get that one hair. I'm sorry, it's so gross. It's disgusting. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't try to act like you don't know what I'm talking about. Just saying. Okay. Ooh, I just put my finger in that glue, not paying attention again, Tiffany. These are our littles. I was trying to move up because I just noticed I was not in frame. So let's keep going up a little bit more. We've got little fuzzies everywhere. Okay, so I'm going to put this down here. Got another layer. These dies are great gifts to give. So if you have some crafty friends, these are great gifts that you can give. And again, that doesn't have to be perfectly centered. We all know, first of all, flowers are not perfect. Tiffany likes them to somewhat try to be, but that doesn't work out 99% of the time. This is all I do, you guys. Just put some glue, stick them together. And then just let them set. They will set. Okay, now I have some extras. Let's do a few littles. I think, is this one? Yeah, just look how cute they are with the gold. Oh my gosh. And I love that it has like a little ridge. And you can get fancy. You can come in and shape and glue once you've like curved edges. I don't know if you guys, well, can't really see what I'm doing. There's just terrible shadows, or at least I can't see it. Okay, so we're gonna do our littles. Boop. Let me make sure I'm up here in frame. Let's see, I get crafting when we're doing this and I forget that I'm actually filming and just get into my groove. And I have done this where I've just sat in front of the TV. If, you know, I have to go out there with my husband and watch a movie or something, then I take something like this that is no, you don't have to think. It's just right there. Okay, I think I can get one more. Let's see this one. Two. Oh, I can get two more medium-sized ones. Gonna make sure they're going the same direction. And then we will come in and shape our cream ones that we did first. But if you were gonna ink, I would ink in between the layers. So you could add like a little brown to this to, you know, just grunge it up a little bit, make them look a little more realistic. I just like playing. And then you just make up a whole bunch and you put them in your stash by color, or however you do it. If you have all your flowers in one bin, go for that. Okay. So we're gonna set those aside. We're gonna bring our cream back down here. Oh, those are the bright ones. Are those? Oh, is it the same color? I feel like that's like, nope, same color. Okay, so here is the, you know, this, you need like a degree for this because it's so fancy. I literally just come in, kind of pop up my first layer like so, and I just put my little tweezers. I use the top of this thumb and kind of push it in. You can spritz yours with just a light water and just crunch them up, which I've shown that before too in one of my flower making videos. I need to do a playlist. Maybe I'll do a playlist for you guys. But I'm just going through now each layer of the petals, doing the same shape. And that's it. You don't have to do the bottom layer if you don't want to. I have it done on some I was like, it's good enough. It just depends upon the look you want. I just want a little shape, and like I said, I like my little afro puffs here. But just so you guys again can see, it just gives a little feel. This, see how this one was only 2 petals. We didn't do 3 on that one. So again, just some options. So you can come in and do the rest. This is all we're doing. This is it. This is not rocket science. This isn't like, I did not make this up. I'm just playing with dyes. And that's it. So you can come in and fluff. Let me just show you what it looks like if you just fluff it without bending. You don't have to do that either. So the first step I showed. So it could be just like that. But I like to have a little bend in my petal. Just like this. Who out there makes their own flowers? It's just, I'm telling you, it's so, I mean, it's so relaxing. I could actually fall asleep right now. Just sometimes in between your mini albums, you need some easy things. You still have to keep your hands busy, but you need something easy. And it's just so gratifying making your own flowers. Just gotta make sure I actually can see what I'm doing. Like that. And I'm not gonna lie, I do love the plates more than anything, because again, I don't like the single like dies, because it's just because I'm lazy. That's all it is. I'm just lazy. So let me see, just so I could show you. So like this is what I mean by the plate. Having a plate that you could just put on in. Now this one is too long for my Cuttlebug, because yes, I still have a Cuttlebug, but that's okay. I just don't get these ones on my when I'm doing my pass. But I do have, if you don't know, I'm trying to think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 other, no, I forgot the 2 in there. 7 die cutting machines. 2 of them are now still in boxes. I have issues. I own it. I know it. It's all good. So I don't know that you guys want to see me do all of these. So I'm just going to get some of these fluffed up, and then we'll add in some bling. But I do like to start from the top layer, work my way down. Just like so. Hopefully this is okay. I was gonna say, hey, did I even press record? Oh, that's like, you guys don't even understand. That is like my worst fear. Is you're just going along, you're almost done, and the record button was not pressed. Because sometimes I can't redo what I did, because like if I used up all my pattern paper, if I was doing a tutorial, then yeah, it's done. And I'm pretty sure there's been a couple times where I have just said, okay, well, too bad there's no tutorial coming. Because I didn't want to do it again. Again, just coming in there, getting a slight bend on the leaf, sit down the center. You can just, you don't have to use a tweezer at all. You could just come in and pinch. Is an option too. I need a little, did I not do, oh, there's my medium. I was like, did I not do a medium? I really want to test out like just packaging up a cute little, I mean, I'll do it with the red ones for sure, but I think it would be cute. Packaging up just some flowers for a craft table. I've seen a lot of craft fair videos, and I have not seen anyone do that. But I don't know. I obviously have not seen every craft fair video out there. But I think it'd be interesting to see if they would sell, because there are crafters that do like Christmas presents. Oh, it's driving me crazy because my husband always like cries when he comes home and I'm watching the big TV in the family room, because that's his, you know, he thinks that's his area. So he went to the gym, came back. I was watching The Voice, just waiting for him to come back, keeping Shug, my dog, company. And then I was coming in here to do this video, and you know, he was upstairs and comes down. I could tell, like, he always like is pouting about it, just silently. He's like, "Are you done watching TV?" I'm like, "Yes, you can have the TV." But like right now, he has it paused. He's on his phone, just looking at stupid stuff, but that he just has to have the TV. And if I went out there right now and acted like I was going to sit down on the couch. Oh, that TV will come unpaused really quick. He'll act like he's been watching it and still watching it. But that's what he does. He pauses the TV and gets on his phone. Why do you have to pause it? Just drives me crazy. Again, not that I wanted the TV. It's just the point of it. You're crying because I'm watching The Voice and he hates The Voice, but yet is not actually watching anything. It takes him like 2 hours to get through like a 30-minute show that is recorded, and he could fast forward through the commercials. But nope, he has to be on all the things. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, news. I don't even know what he's on. All I know is this week I have to not be on social media because I need to bust out some serious projects and get my butt to work. Okay, so let's see. So I did rhinestones for a little set over here. A cute little Afro puff set. I don't know why I'm calling them Afro puffs, but that's what they are. That's what we're going with. And I figured I'd package them going like opposite direction. I don't know yet. So I for sure need a medium and a small. Okay, like so. And I did a big chunky rhinestone. So I just have, like I said, well, if you guys have seen my crafting tours, you guys know I have a ton of enamel dots, jewels, bling. I have a ton of everything. Let's just say that. No, I'm not gonna, that we want the big rhinestone. And I only have a few of this one left. I don't even know what brand it is. But I do like to add just a little, you know, a little bead of glue in the center. And I've done it before, but I will show you guys how I ink the edges. And I'm doing the same rhinestone even on the small flower. Again, just because I'm lazy. Lazy, lazy, lazy. I really am lazy. I am fine doing nothing all day long. Well, except crafting, but I still think that's lazy. Because I'm sitting just watching TV, some type of movie, something like that. Okay, some ink, not ink. Why do I keep saying ink when I want to say glue? Put these two on there. I really think these would be pretty on a wedding album. They're just so pretty. Just stick it in there, press it down. Again, letting things set up. I'm going to put my glue pen back in. And then we will come in here. So maybe it could be like a pretty, I don't know what I want my background to be, because I would put it on acetate, but then have it on a Christmas background, but I'd want it to be like a, you know, to match my flowers. I'd want it to be elegant. And whatever I put it on, I don't want to be so much that you can't actually see my flowers. Okay, so I have my pen and I need a little scrap piece. Let's use this Post-it right here. Because I just want to get my ink out. And I just come in, I start from the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see that. And again, this doesn't have to be totally perfect either. As far as getting all of the edges. You can, I'm just doing the tops. You can go down the sides if you want to. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing here. But in my other tutorials, I have used different inks. I have a gold foil like leafing paint. I have another pen, but this one's new for me this year and I really like it. some of these leafing pins can get pretty pricey. And she has a new flower out for her fall release. I didn't get it. But her design team is amazing. So I'm sure you guys have seen the new flower. What is it called? Fancy Flowers, I think. So it has like a fancy little end of the petal. Okay, so we have that one done. I do have a little bit of gold on my fingers. That's okay. I like a little shine. Okay, let me see. Am I even in frame? Don't know. Usually I'm standing up, but for this one I needed to sit down and I can't actually see my camera. Here we go. Just keep going all the way around. And then the red ones will do, and I won't ink those up. Just so you guys can see some, I mean, you can see. You don't have to do this. And I do try not to do this really like hard on the petals because it does have a ridge. I don't want to mess up my actual pen brush part. So I'm trying to make sure that there is paint down so I don't have to press really hard. And there he is like clockwork going to the bathroom right by the craft room while I'm doing the video. Yep. And action. That's what I should have said. Okay. I really need to clean my house this week. I've been at retreat after retreat, sales, all that good stuff, design team projects. I have not done a good job cleaning. What I need to do is invite somebody over that will force me to clean really, really fast. I can clean fast when you have company coming. But when there's no company coming over, it's just, you know. Okay, so we have that. Now let's do our red ones. Can't wait to see what you guys think. Just about, you know, a little craft fair idea. My daughter, she's supposed to finish up my website so that I can sell the 5,000 books that I have piling up everywhere. But I also need to get her the photos. I mean, maybe I could sell them on there, but who would buy them on there? I don't think anybody would buy them. But again, you never know. I just think Christmas is the time to try everything because people are looking for like one-of-a-kind gifts that they can't get anywhere. It could be just a lot of fun. Lot of fun. And I just like that you can match your flowers with whatever you're working with. They could be fabric if you want fabric. They could be felt. I'm okay with paper flowers. It still looks nice. And just coming in, giving it a little bend. Just a little texture going on. Okay, and then you can come back, fluff however you want. I don't know what is going on today. I'm just dizzy. I get that every once in a while. I don't know if it's because of being on a plane or I caught some type of sinus infection and I just don't know it because I don't have an infection, but I don't know. I never know. Just every once in a while. That was a terrible way to do that. Every once in a while, I just am like dizzy all day long. Sometimes all week long. Don't know what it is. Okay, so you guys get the gist. I don't know, I just feel like these are so boring for you guys to watch me do these, but you guys, you know, well, not everybody, but some people ask to see it. So that's why I'm doing it. I have so many tutorials I have to do. Just crazy stuff. And messy craft. I did not get even near as far as I wanted to this year with the craft rooms. I did stuff and I cleaned out stuff, but then once kind of like August hit and I had retreat starting plus like trips, vacations and everything, yeah, and me shopping. Let's not forget that part. Yeah, it's a little crazy. It would have been better if I didn't have that construction that I had to deal with all of springtime. That's what's making me not want to redo the floors in the bonus room that I'm supposed to be moving my craft room into. But I purged a ton, so that is good. I did do some littles. That's mostly what I wanted to do, but I did buy a ton. I purged and bought, purged and bought. That's why I need to try to see if I could sell some things this holiday season, because I just need some of it gone. It's so hard watching some of your pretties leave, but I have way too much. Way too much. I give away some of my projects at the Country Craft Creation Retreats. I give away, I don't even know how many I give away, maybe anywhere from 4 to 8 albums, folios. I gave away a couple pokey tools this last time and a charm dangle. Just because what am I going to do with it all? If it makes someone else happy. I mean, they probably got it because we did it, you know, as you would, you know, we picked numbers, you would win, and that person might not like it and could have just thrown it away, and that's okay too. I'll just imagine that it's, you know, on display in a shrine, like with some music, oh, as they look at my project. But it's probably really in the recycle bin. Let's be clear. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta get rid of some stuff. Still plan to do more next year, but I don't know, like, I don't know if I'm gonna go back to work next year. I don't know. I don't know. I know my husband wants me to, because he just likes, you know, money. Like, I mean, geesh. But I don't know. I don't know if I do, if it's going to be a part-time thing, if it's going to be, I keep saying I'm not going to do a corporate thing, but I have seen this one job keep popping up, and it popped up last, like, Christmas time frame, and I was like, no, I'm taking my full year off. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And now it's back up. But that also can mean that the job is horrible. And the person who had it before was like, no, I'm out. This is terrible. But that would be another, like, regional travel corporate job, which I don't even know why I'm thinking. It's just, it's so hard. It's in me. It's just in me. But also what's in me is being lazy and not like working ever. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do when I grow up. I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. I should say that. Okay, we're gonna stop on this one here. And you can, remember, you can add stamens. You could punch a hole in the middle, add stamens coming through. I will try to do, I'm pretty sure I already did the poinsettia, which I will link, the large one. But I have not tried the fringe ones, so maybe I'll try that the next time and just see how they come together. So we have those. Do I have enough to do? Oh, I do. I have 6 little glitter dots. I'm telling you guys, like, don't waste stuff. It does not have to be fancy. Especially, I'm sorry, for craft fair, it's about mass production. They still need to be cute, and presentation needs to be on point. I don't care what anyone says. You guys know with my retail, like, have to be on point. But, you know, it doesn't, that's way too much glue I'm putting in there. And I don't have my sticky tool over here. Let's try this one, see if this one will work on this glitter paper. Oh, yes it will. But it doesn't have to be with all the details, all the things that cost you way more than you can actually sell the stuff for. So I just want to make sure these are glued down good. So I'm just kind of pressing that glue out, giving it a nice little twirl. Now these are tools you can get to actually shape your leaves. Like I said, my go-to is just grabbing my tweezers and going. Nope. Wrong one. I just was like, why am I gonna waste this glitter paper? Get as much as you can out of it. Roll that beautiful, oh, can I say things like that? It's like a, a copyright thing, I don't know. I didn't say it fully so they can't get me. Okay, so just, sorry, my arm itches. Just to show you guys like what they look like. Oh, it's just so pretty. I mean, you just can't see it in the lighting, I bet. But here is without, which is still pretty, but with a little bling. A little bling bling. So cute. Oh, so cute. So there is the red. Like that. But I think, what are we at? Oh my gosh, 50 minutes? How did I do 50 minutes? Man, I can talk. I'll tell you. Okay, so that is using Scrap Diva's Edge Flower Kit. And I just love these. You can ink. You don't have to ink. You can color. You can just leave them plain. I'm loving these little gold ones. Like, look how cute you are. Boop, boop. Maybe I'll make my own gold glitter poinsettias this year, since I think, was it Hobby Lobby used to make them, and now they don't in the gold. One of the colors they don't make, but why? You can make your own. Make your own, peeps. And just, again, I just feel like it could be so cute to package these up as a beautiful gift. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think, but there you guys go. Thank you so much for watching. If you do place an order, my code, Let's Get Scrappy, to get 10% off. And yeah, I think that's it. And I can't wait. If you do not know, Scrap Diva has a new paper collection coming out, her first paper collection, I believe. a Halloween one. So it will be out soon. And like I said, it's never too late to craft Halloween. Halloween and Christmas should be just year round. Just saying. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Like always, let me know what you think in the comments below. I still might do a tutorial putting this together. I haven't seen very many people say that they want a tutorial for it. So let me know if you do. I just think they're so cute. Plus, I'm sorry, you guys can't see it, but these acorns, I actually might use them for a breast cancer like folio, because I'm sorry, they look like boobs to me, and I think they would be adorable on, I don't know how I'm gonna use them yet, but this is how my mind works, you guys. I go to like 50 different ways to use something. But I think it would be really cute when, you know, just remember when I'm saying this, something tasteful. I have friends that are going through it right now. So I just was thinking, I have the stuff and I've yet to make any folios or mini albums. So I might just do that. Something they can journal each day. I don't know. But yeah, there you guys go. Diarrhea of the mouth. Me just bleh, all the things you can do. Okay, oh my gosh. Please let me know what you think. If you did like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please make sure that you do, so that way you could see future design team project shares and tutorials. And go check out Scrap Diva Designs. She has some amazing dies, and I actually just purchased some 3D dies because she had a flash sale. And I have a ton of dies of hers, but I think that some of her a lot of her dies can be used for a craft fair. So that's my plan, is I picked out some dies that I actually want to use in my craft fair coming up, just to make my job a little easier. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.